Have you ever paused to wonder if the people around you are quietly stifling your spiritual growth? What if the very connections you hold dear are the ones anchoring you to a lower state of being? The emotional and social environments we choose are powerful forces, either elevating us toward higher consciousness or holding us back from our true potential. Today, we're diving deep into the 9 types of people who may be unknowingly blocking your spiritual growth. If this resonates with you, stay with us, because recognizing and releasing these influences could be the key to unlocking your true potential. The first type of person you must release on your spiritual journey is the one who cannot or will not choose you. This inability to choose you is not merely a matter of personal preference. It is a profound indication of a lack of spiritual alignment and mutual respect. When someone is unable or unwilling to choose you, it often reflects deeper issues within their own soul, a fear of commitment, an inability to see your true worth, or a misalignment in your respective life paths. Such relationships, where you are constantly left wondering where you stand, create an emotional imbalance that disrupts your peace and hinders your spiritual growth. Choosing not to choose is, in itself, a choice that keeps you in a state of limbo, where your needs and desires are never fully honored. This dynamic fosters a sense of inadequacy and self-doubt, as you may begin to question your own worth or wonder if you are deserving of the love and recognition you seek. Over time, this uncertainty can erode your self-esteem and block the flow of positive energy, keeping you tethered to lower vibrational states. In the spiritual realm, relationships are meant to be mirrors that reflect your highest potential and divine essence. When someone cannot or will not choose you, they fail to recognize the light within you, and in doing so, they dim your own awareness of that light. Such relationships are built on shaky foundations, where the energy exchange is unequal and often draining. To continue on your path to spiritual ascension, you must surround yourself with individuals who not only see your worth, but also actively choose to walk alongside you, nurturing and uplifting your spirit. Releasing those who cannot fully commit to you is not an act of rejection. It is an affirmation of your self-worth and a necessary step toward spiritual alignment. By letting go of these unfulfilling connections, you create space for relationships that are rooted in mutual respect, genuine love, and a shared commitment to growth. You open the door to being chosen wholeheartedly by those who truly align with your spiritual journey, allowing your soul to thrive in an environment of support and unconditional love. The second type of person you must recognize and distance yourself from is someone who is at war with themselves. Their inner turmoil, marked by unresolved conflicts and chaotic energy, inevitably spills over into their relationships, including yours. These individuals are often battling deep-seated emotional wounds, unresolved traumas, or inner conflicts that they have not yet confronted or healed. Their constant internal struggle creates an atmosphere of tension and instability that can be highly disruptive to those around them, especially in close relationships. When someone is at war with themselves, they are often caught in a cycle of self-sabotage and negativity. They may be filled with self-doubt, anger, or resentment, and these unresolved emotions can manifest as erratic behavior, mood swings, or a tendency to project their pain onto others. In their attempts to cope with their inner chaos, they may seek to control or manipulate their external environment, including their relationships, in an effort to find some semblance of stability. Unfortunately, this often leads to toxic dynamics where their unresolved issues spill over into their interactions with you, causing unnecessary drama and emotional turbulence. Being in close proximity to someone who is constantly at war with themselves can be draining and overwhelming. Their chaotic energy can disrupt your own emotional balance and pull you into their inner conflicts, making it difficult for you to maintain your own sense of peace and clarity. You may find yourself constantly trying to soothe their anxieties, placate their fears, or mediate their conflicts, all while neglecting your own emotional and spiritual needs. Over time, this dynamic can erode your sense of self and leave you feeling emotionally exhausted and spiritually depleted. It is important to recognize that while it is natural to want to help those we care about, It is not your responsibility to fix someone else's inner conflicts. Your primary duty is to protect your own peace and well-being, especially on your spiritual journey. Distancing yourself from those who are at war with themselves is not an act of abandonment, but rather an act of self-preservation and self-love. By creating space between yourself and their chaotic energy, you allow yourself the freedom to focus on your own growth and to cultivate an environment that nurtures your spirit. Surrounding yourself with individuals who are at peace with themselves is essential for maintaining a positive and supportive atmosphere in your life. These individuals are more likely to bring stability, encouragement, and mutual respect to your relationships, allowing you to thrive on your spiritual journey. By choosing to distance yourself from those who are caught in their own internal battles, you honor your own path and create the conditions necessary for your continued growth and fulfillment. Dishonesty in any form is a corrosive force that can cloud your spiritual vision and obstruct your path. Whether it is a lie told to others, self-deception, or the act of hiding your true self, dishonesty creates a disconnect between who you are and who you present to the world. This disconnect can severely impede your spiritual growth, as it introduces layers of illusion and mistrust that cloud your perception of reality. Your spiritual journey demands an unwavering commitment to truth and transparency, for these are the cornerstones of authentic spiritual growth and alignment. When you engage in or tolerate dishonesty, you allow falsehoods to infiltrate your life, creating an environment where trust cannot flourish. Trust is the bedrock of all meaningful relationships, not just with others but also with yourself. Without it, the foundation of your spiritual practice becomes unstable, making it difficult to build upon and deepen your connection with the divine. Dishonesty disrupts this foundation, leading to confusion, doubt, and a sense of inner dissonance that can derail your spiritual progress. In the context of personal relationships, dishonesty can create a web of deception that entangles both you and those around you. When someone is dishonest with you, it forces you into a position where you must question their intentions, words, and actions. This constant state of vigilance can drain your emotional energy, leaving you feeling anxious and uncertain. Over time, these feelings can erode your sense of peace and clarity, making it harder to connect with your higher self and pursue your spiritual path with confidence. Moreover, dishonesty can lead to a gradual erosion of your own values and integrity. When you tolerate lies or deceit from others, you may begin to compromise your own standards, allowing behaviors that are out of alignment with your spiritual principles to take root in your life. This tolerance can weaken your moral compass, leading you away from your true purpose and into a state of spiritual disarray. Your journey toward enlightenment requires a clear and unblemished path, free from the distortions that dishonesty brings. Self-deception is another dangerous form of dishonesty that can obstruct your spiritual progress. When you are not truthful with yourself about your emotions, desires, or shortcomings, you create internal barriers that prevent you from achieving true self-awareness. This lack of self-honesty can keep you trapped in cycles of negative behavior or unhealthy patterns, blocking your growth and hindering your ability to evolve spiritually. True transformation begins with an honest assessment of where you are on your journey and a commitment to facing uncomfortable truths with courage and humility. Transparency, both with yourself and others, is essential for fostering an environment of trust, authenticity, and spiritual alignment. It is through the practice of honesty that you clear away the shadows of deceit and allow the light of truth to illuminate your path. This clarity enables you to make decisions that are in harmony with your highest self, and it strengthens your relationships by building a foundation of mutual respect and trust. To progress on your spiritual journey, it is crucial to cultivate a life rooted in truth. This means being honest in your words, actions, and thoughts, and holding yourself and others accountable to the same standard. By committing to honesty and transparency, you create a clear, unclouded path that leads to spiritual alignment, inner peace, and a deeper connection with the divine. Embrace the power of truth and let it guide you as you navigate your spiritual journey with integrity and grace. The fourth type of person to recognize and distance yourself from is the self-betrayer. These individuals consistently betray their own values and principles, often for convenience or approval. They may compromise their beliefs to fit in, avoid conflict, or gain temporary acceptance from others, but in doing so, they undermine their own integrity. Associating with such individuals can be profoundly detrimental to your spiritual journey and personal growth, as their lack of authenticity and inner stability can influence your own behavior and decisions. Self-betrayers are often caught in a cycle of seeking external validation at the expense of their true selves. They may say one thing and do another, shifting their values based on who they are with or what they think will win them favor. This inconsistency creates a foundation of instability in their lives, as they are never fully anchored in their own truth. Over time, this can lead to feelings of emptiness, self-doubt, and a loss of identity, as they become increasingly disconnected from their core beliefs and spiritual essence. When you associate closely with self-betrayers, their behaviors can subtly influence your own sense of integrity. You may find yourself questioning your own values or feeling pressured to compromise your principles to maintain the relationship. This can lead to a gradual erosion of your spiritual alignment, as you start to tolerate or even adopt behaviors that are out of sync with your higher self. The presence of self-betrayers in your life can create an environment where dishonesty and inauthenticity are normalized, making it harder for you to stay true to your spiritual path. Self-betrayers often project their internal conflicts onto others. They may encourage you to compromise your own values or make decisions that go against your better judgment, simply because they are uncomfortable with the strength and clarity you display in living according to your principles. This projection can create a toxic dynamic where you are constantly challenged or undermined for staying true to yourself. Over time, this can lead to feelings of frustration, confusion, and a sense of being held back on your spiritual journey. In relationships, self-betrayers can be unreliable and unpredictable, as their actions are driven more by external pressures than by a solid internal moral compass. They may promise support or loyalty, but when faced with a situation that requires them to stand firm in their values, they may falter or abandon you. This lack of dependability can erode trust and create a sense of insecurity, which is detrimental to your emotional and spiritual well-being. You need relationships built on mutual respect, trust, and a shared commitment to authenticity, not ones fraught with the instability and unpredictability of self-betrayal. By distancing yourself from self-betrayers, you protect your own integrity and ensure that your spiritual environment is conducive to growth and alignment. Surrounding yourself with individuals who are true to their values fosters a community where authenticity, honesty, and mutual respect are the norms. These relationships provide a strong foundation for personal and spiritual development, as they encourage you to remain steadfast in your beliefs and aligned with your higher purpose. The fifth type of person you must be wary of are those who do not love themselves. Without self-love, they are unable to fully engage in or support your journey of spiritual growth and ascension. Self-love is the foundation of all healthy relationships, both with oneself and others. It allows individuals to recognize their inherent worth, set healthy boundaries, and approach life with a sense of purpose and inner peace. When someone lacks self-love, they often struggle with feelings of inadequacy, self-doubt, and a deep-seated need for external validation. This internal void can manifest in ways that are detrimental not only to their own well-being, but also to those around them. Individuals who do not love themselves are often caught in a cycle of negative self-talk and self-sabotage. They may constantly criticize themselves, downplay their achievements, or engage in behaviors that undermine their own happiness and success. This lack of self-compassion creates a sense of inner turmoil and instability, which can seep into their relationships, making it difficult for them to offer genuine support and encouragement to others. Instead of being able to uplift and inspire those around them, they may inadvertently project their insecurities onto others, creating a toxic dynamic that hinders mutual growth. When you are close to someone who does not love themselves, you may find yourself in a relationship that is unbalanced and emotionally draining. These individuals may struggle to celebrate your successes, as your achievements can highlight their own perceived shortcomings. They may also be unable to offer the level of support and care that you need, as they are so consumed by their own self-doubt and insecurity. This can lead to a one-sided relationship where you are constantly giving, nurturing, and uplifting them, but receiving little in return. Over time, this imbalance can erode your own energy and divert your focus away from your spiritual path. Furthermore, people who lack self-love often have difficulty setting and respecting boundaries. Because they do not value themselves, they may allow others to take advantage of them, or they may overstep the boundaries of others in an attempt to seek validation and acceptance. This lack of boundaries can create chaotic and unhealthy relationship dynamics, where mutual respect and understanding are compromised. In the context of your spiritual journey, maintaining clear and healthy boundaries is essential for protecting your energy and staying aligned with your higher purpose. To truly flourish on your spiritual journey, it is vital to surround yourself with individuals who possess a strong sense of self-love and self-worth. These individuals are secure in who they are, and as a result, they are able to offer genuine support, encouragement, and love to others. They are not threatened by your success or growth. Instead, they celebrate it, knowing that your light does not diminish their own. By being in their presence, you are more likely to feel uplifted, inspired, and motivated to continue pursuing your higher purpose. The sixth type of person you must recognize and distance yourself from are the energy drainers. These individuals consistently sap your vitality, leaving you feeling exhausted and emotionally drained after every interaction. Often, they are unaware of the impact they have on others, as they are so absorbed in their own needs and issues. They lean heavily on you for emotional support without offering anything in return, creating a dynamic that can be especially taxing for those on a high vibration journey. Energy drainers are often characterized by their inability or unwillingness to manage their own emotions and problems. They frequently turn to others to offload their burdens, seeking validation, comfort, or simply a listening ear. While it's natural to support loved ones in times of need, energy drainers often take this to an extreme, making their problems the center of every interaction. This relentless focus on their own struggles can prevent you from focusing on your own life, goals, and spiritual growth. Over time, this can lead to a depletion of your emotional reserves, leaving you feeling overwhelmed and unable to maintain your own high vibration state. One of the most challenging aspects of dealing with energy drainers is that they often present themselves as victims of their circumstances. They may appear helpless or constantly in crisis, drawing you into their emotional turmoil. As a compassionate person, you might feel compelled to help, believing that you can make a difference in their lives. However, energy drainers rarely take steps to improve their situations or take responsibility for their own well-being. Instead, they remain stuck in a cycle of negativity, relying on others to sustain them emotionally. This creates a one-sided relationship where you are continually giving without receiving the same level of support or understanding in return. Energy drainers can disrupt your spiritual journey by introducing negativity and lower vibrations into your life. Their constant complaints, worries, and emotional outbursts can create an atmosphere of stress and tension, making it difficult for you to maintain your focus on positivity, growth, and inner peace. Being around them can feel like carrying an invisible weight, one that drags you down and distracts you from your higher purpose. If you are not careful, their energy can begin to influence your own, leading to a decline in your emotional and spiritual well-being. To protect your energy and stay aligned with your spiritual journey, it is essential to establish firm boundaries with energy drainers. This may involve limiting the time you spend with them, setting clear expectations about the nature of your interactions, or gently but firmly redirecting conversations away from their problems and toward more positive and constructive topics. It is also important to recognize that it is not your responsibility to fix or save others, especially those who are not willing to help themselves. By maintaining your boundaries, you preserve your energy and create space for relationships that are reciprocal, supportive, and uplifting. Surrounding yourself with people who energize and inspire you is crucial for maintaining a high vibration state. Seek out relationships that are mutually nourishing, where both parties give and receive support, encouragement, and positivity. These connections will help you stay focused on your spiritual growth and allow you to thrive in an environment of love, respect, and understanding. The seventh type of person to be wary of is the manipulator. These individuals use emotional manipulation to control or influence your actions, posing a significant threat to your spiritual integrity. Manipulators are often skilled at identifying your vulnerabilities and exploiting them to achieve their own ends. They might employ tactics such as guilt, fear, or a sense of obligation to sway you, distracting and pulling you away from your spiritual path. Their influence can be subtle, gradually eroding your confidence, distorting your perception of reality, and leading you to make decisions that are not aligned with your true self. Manipulators often disguise their intentions under the guise of care, concern, or friendship. They may present themselves as someone who only wants the best for you, but their actions reveal a different agenda. By playing on your emotions, they can make you feel responsible for their happiness, pressuring you into doing things that serve their interests rather than your own. For instance, they might say things like, "If you really cared about me, you would do this." Or, "After all I've done for you, how could you refuse?" These statements are designed to make you question your own needs and prioritize theirs instead, leading to a dynamic where your autonomy and spiritual integrity are compromised. The impact of such manipulation can be profound, particularly on your spiritual journey. Manipulators can create a sense of inner conflict, where you find yourself constantly torn between what you feel is right for you and what they are pressuring you to do. This internal struggle can drain your energy, cloud your judgment, and divert your focus from your spiritual growth. Over time, you may begin to doubt your own intuition and sense of purpose, as the manipulator's influence chips away at your self-confidence and trust in your own decisions. In some cases, manipulators may also use fear as a tool to control you. They might exaggerate potential dangers or consequences if you don't follow their lead, creating a sense of anxiety and urgency that pushes you into actions that you wouldn't normally consider. This fear-based manipulation can be especially insidious, as it plays on your deepest insecurities and fears, making you feel as though you have no choice but to comply. Such tactics are designed to weaken your resolve and disconnect you from your inner wisdom, leaving you more susceptible to further manipulation. Another common tactic used by manipulators is guilt. They may constantly remind you of past favors or sacrifices they have made for you, making you feel indebted to them. This sense of obligation can be a powerful motivator, causing you to act against your own best interests in an effort to repay what you perceive as a debt. However, true acts of love and kindness do not come with strings attached. When someone uses guilt to manipulate you, they are not acting out of genuine care or love, but rather out of a desire to control and influence your behavior. It is crucial to recognize these manipulative behaviors for what they are, a means of control that ultimately undermines your spiritual freedom and growth. To protect yourself from such influence, it is important to establish firm boundaries and cultivate a strong sense of self-awareness. Pay close attention to how you feel in the presence of potential manipulators. Do you often feel pressured, guilty, or confused after interacting with them? Do you find yourself doing things that go against your better judgment or values? These are red flags that manipulation may be at play. By maintaining clear boundaries and staying grounded in your own values and intuition, you can resist the manipulative tactics of others. Remember that your spiritual journey is yours alone, and it is vital that you make decisions based on what feels right for you, not out of fear, guilt, or obligation imposed by others. Surround yourself with individuals who respect your autonomy and support your growth, rather than those who seek to control or manipulate you for their own purposes. The eighth type of person you need to distance yourself from is the naysayer. These individuals are overly critical or skeptical of your beliefs, aspirations, and spiritual practices, often serving as a significant negative influence in your life. Naysayers operate from a place of doubt and limitation, projecting their own fears and insecurities onto others. They dismiss spiritual experiences and discourage your growth, creating doubt and hindering your progress. Their skepticism can be deeply ingrained, and they may view your spiritual journey as frivolous, misguided, or unrealistic. Their criticisms often come from a place of ignorance or a lack of understanding. Naysayers may dismiss your beliefs or practices simply because they do not align with their own worldview, or because they are uncomfortable with anything that challenges their preconceived notions. They may ask questions like, "Why waste your time on this?" or make statements such as, "There's no proof that any of this works." These dismissive comments can plant seeds of doubt in your mind, causing you to second-guess your choices and question the validity of your spiritual experiences. The impact of naysayers on your spiritual journey can be profound. Their constant negativity and doubt can act as a psychological barrier, making it difficult for you to fully embrace your spiritual practices or pursue your aspirations with confidence. You may find yourself holding back, afraid to share your experiences or explore new spiritual avenues for fear of criticism or rejection. Over time, this can lead to stagnation, where your growth is stifled by the need to conform to others' expectations or to avoid conflict. In some cases, naysayers may actively try to dissuade you from your spiritual pursuits, arguing that you should focus on more practical or realistic goals. They may not understand that your spiritual journey is a deeply personal and essential part of your life, one that brings you peace, purpose, and fulfillment. Instead, they may view it as a distraction or even a source of concern, particularly if they believe that it diverges from societal norms or threatens the status quo. This lack of support can be disheartening, especially when it comes from those you care about or trust. To protect your spiritual journey, it is crucial to recognize the influence that naysayers can have on your mindset and progress. Surrounding yourself with individuals who share or at least respect your spiritual beliefs is essential for maintaining a positive and supportive environment. These people will encourage your growth, celebrate your successes, and offer constructive feedback without dismissing or belittling your experiences. By distancing yourself from naysayers, you free yourself from the burden of their negativity and create space for more uplifting and affirming influences in your life. The ninth and final type of person you need to distance yourself from is the uncommitted. These individuals are inconsistent in their support or commitment to your relationship, creating instability and uncertainty. Their presence in your life is often marked by a lack of reliability, where you can never be sure if they will truly be there when you need them. Fair-weather friends fall into this category, as they are present only when circumstances are favorable, but disappear when you need them most. Their behavior reflects a superficial connection, one that is not rooted in genuine care or mutual respect, but rather in convenience and self-interest. Uncommitted individuals often fail to invest in the relationship, emotionally or otherwise, and their support is conditional, based on what they can gain from the association, rather than a true desire to nurture the connection. They may seem engaged and supportive when things are going well, but the moment challenges arise, they distance themselves, leaving you to navigate difficult times on your own. This lack of consistent support can be deeply hurtful, especially when you have relied on them during crucial moments in your life. The instability created by uncommitted individuals can lead to feelings of insecurity and doubt in the relationship. You may find yourself constantly questioning their intentions or wondering where you stand with them. This uncertainty can be emotionally exhausting, as it forces you to expend energy trying to maintain a connection that is fundamentally unsteady. Instead of being able to focus on your own growth and well-being, you are left managing the unpredictability of the relationship, which can hinder your spiritual and personal progress. In relationships with uncommitted individuals, you may also experience a lack of depth and intimacy. Because these people are not fully invested, they may avoid meaningful conversations or shy away from exploring deeper emotional or spiritual connections. This can leave you feeling unfulfilled, as your desire for a deeper bond is met with indifference or avoidance. Over time, this shallow engagement can create a sense of loneliness, even within the relationship, as your needs for genuine connection and support go unmet. To protect your spiritual and emotional well-being, it is essential to recognize and distance yourself from uncommitted individuals. By doing so, you create space for relationships that are founded on genuine care, mutual respect, and unwavering support. Seek out those who are willing to stand by you through both the highs and lows, offering consistent love and encouragement regardless of the circumstances. These committed relationships will provide the stability and security you need to thrive on your spiritual journey. The journey towards spiritual ascension demands an unyielding commitment to purity, alignment, and growth. Letting go of relationships that no longer serve your higher purpose is a challenging but necessary step in this process. These decisions are not made lightly. They require courage, discernment, and a deep understanding of your worth and purpose. As you release the people who hinder your spiritual progress, you make room for new, enriching connections that align with your highest self and support your journey toward enlightenment. Remember, your spiritual path is sacred, and it is your responsibility to protect it from influences that do not resonate with your true essence. Embrace the solitude that may come with these choices, knowing that it is in these moments of quiet reflection that you will find the strength and clarity needed to move forward. Trust that the universe is guiding you toward relationships and experiences that will nurture your soul and elevate your spirit. As you continue on this path of growth and transformation, surround yourself with individuals who uplift, inspire, and walk alongside you with unwavering support. These are the connections that will empower you to achieve your highest potential and fulfill your divine purpose. If you found value in this journey of self-discovery and spiritual awakening, I invite you to subscribe to our channel. By subscribing, you'll be joining a community dedicated to exploring deeper truths, embracing personal growth, and supporting each other on the path to spiritual ascension. Your journey doesn't have to be a solitary one. Together, we can create a powerful collective energy that propels us all toward greater understanding and fulfillment. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your spiritual journey today. Your presence and commitment to your growth are truly appreciated. Remember, every step you take toward your higher self is a victory. Until next time, take care, and may your journey be filled with light, love, and endless possibilities.